Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be testing out MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation, but then I have the Mineralize Skinfinish powder I've never tried before, and I have it in the shade Light. So I don't know if I'm going to try to set my whole face with this or just like my concealer areas. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I've never tried this powder and I've never tried this foundation. So if you would like to see a wear test and a review and my thoughts, please keep watching. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin. I'm using my Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. So I went to Ulta.com. This is where I purchased mine, and it has 4 out of 5 stars. It retails for $30. I have the shade NC15, so yeah, it's pretty light. And there are 63 shades of this foundation. Isn't that crazy? That might be the most shades out of any foundation I've ever tried. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some, you know what, let's just make this a MAC video. I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. I actually got a bunch of samples of this and then I loved it so much I went ahead and bought the full size. This is in the shade Radiant Pink. So I'm gonna do about 3 squirts of this. I love this stuff. It's super hydrating. And I do have dry skin, so I need all the hydration I can get. And I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the Studio Fix Fluid is matte, so I definitely need to use a moisturizing primer since I am dry. This says, embrace every shade of you with the Studio Fix lineup. This 24-hour wear foundation combines a matte finish with a full buildable coverage, has SPF of 15, applies, builds, and blends easily, even while controlling shine. Comfortable and extremely long wearing, it helps minimize the appearance of pores and imperfections, giving skin a smoother, more flawless look and finish. So that'll be interesting to see how it wears on my skin. It says the benefits are long wearing 24 hours, reduces the appearance of pores, controls oil and shine, non-drying for all skin types, especially oily skin, provides a stay true color, non-streaking, non-caking, non-settling, photo friendly. That's a lot of claims. And then it says how to use. Apply to a well moisturized and prepped skin with a foundation brush for a studio ready flawless face. Apply product to the center of the face first, or where you want more coverage, then use a brush to blend to the outer regions of your face. Then this says, a tip, try mixing Studio Fix Fluid foundation with your favorite moisturizer or oils to create a more sheer, luminous finish. So I'm still on Ulta.com, and I see that they have a Studio Fix powder, which would have been perfect to pair with the Studio Fix Fluid, but I don't have that. So as always, I'm going to do one side of my face with a sponge and one side with a brush. So I'm going to give this a good shake. Oh wait, is there no pump on this? No! Ugh. It's just like the Maybelline stuff. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. To me it looks like it's a little bit of a yellow undertone. I could be wrong, so I'm just gonna mix that up. Yeah, tell me that doesn't look yellow. Yay, my favorite. So I'm just gonna use my Eco Tool sponge. It does have a pretty intense fragrance for sure. It's been a while since I've tried any like new MAC products. MAC isn't like something that I normally go to when I go to buy makeup. I like MAC, I don't know, I just don't gravitate towards it. I used to, like when I first started getting into makeup, and now I just feel like there's nothing that I'm like, okay, well I can't get this like cheaper or from somewhere else, you know? So far, I think the shade match is going to be okay. And it doesn't feel heavy. It feels pretty lightweight. So it says it's buildable to full coverage, so I'm going to try that, but I don't want to go too crazy since I do have dry skin. I do not want to get like a cake face, even though it said I wouldn't do that. So I think I'm going to stop there for now and then go in on the other side with a brush and then maybe try to build up everything. And I'm going to use my Huda Beauty foundation brush. It's said to use with a brush, but you guys know me. I don't like applying foundation with a brush. I just don't. I mean, to me, I feel like I'm getting the same amount of coverage that I did with the sponge. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I got the same amount of coverage using the sponge and the brush. I almost feel like I got more coverage with the sponge side. So I'm just going to go back in with a tiny bit more. Just want to see if we can build it up to like super full coverage. This foundation is 1 full ounce. I don't know if I said that already. But, I mean, I guess I won't know until I wear it throughout the day. But so far, it doesn't feel like it's too matte for my skin. So that's always good. There's only like a few matte foundations that I can wear having dry skin. And I think I'll be able to add this to that list. And to me, it doesn't even look like, it almost looks like a natural finish to me. Like it doesn't look matte. So this is what my skin looks like. I think it looks pretty good, but I really just don't consider this foundation to be matte. I definitely think it's full coverage for sure. I think it looks pretty good on my dry skin. So now I'm just going to apply some concealer, and I am going to use the Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. I just put 3 pumps on my hand. I don't know why I did that, because you really don't need a lot with this concealer, but like this is still one of my favorite concealers, and I feel like people just stopped talking about it too. And I remember when this was like the concealer that everybody used. And then since I did go overboard, I'm just going to use my sponge instead of a brush. This combo looks pretty good together. Now I'm just going to quickly contour my nose before I test out that powder. So I'm just taking my Milani cream contour and highlight stick in the shade Fair Light, and my Artis Oval 3 brush. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Ulta.com and read a little bit about the Mineralize Skinfinish powder. So this comes in 9 shades. It retails for $35. It has 4.5 stars. It says a luxurious slow-baked domed face powder with a low-level pearlized pigments that provide a dimensional yet natural satin finish, can be used to set foundation and to touch up makeup throughout the day. It features Max 77 mineral complex with vitamin E. And then it just says apply to face using a brush. So I guess I'm not going to use it to set my under eye. So to set my under eye concealer, I'm going to use this e.l.f. under eye powder. Okay, now I'm going to test out this powder. Oh my gosh, I hope it, I don't know if it's translucent or what, but I hope it doesn't make me any more like pale than I am right now. So I guess we'll see. I'm also going to be trying out this new powder brush. Oh, forgot about it. This is a Morphe E41. I've never tried this. I'm going to be trying this out today too. Oh, this is really powdery. Like, I just barely tap the brush in there and there's like powder everywhere. I like this brush though. Oh, I still feel really sticky. Man, I feel like I'm having to use a lot of this powder, and this powder's expensive. Like, I'd almost rather, see, I'm like still sticky. I would almost rather use this as like a touch-up powder throughout the day, like it was saying, because I just feel really sticky still, and I'm having to use a lot. I feel like I just used like half of this. So I guess I'm just gonna stop there. So So this is what my skin looks like with the foundation, concealer, and the powder. I think it looks really nice, but I think I would either use that powder as a touch-up powder, like it said, throughout the day, or I would use it if I was wearing like a dewy foundation and I just wanted to like lightly set my face. But if I'm trying to like make my face kind of matte, that's not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what I think. So everything went on really nice. I don't have any complaints. So for bronzer, I use this Jouer bronzer duo in the shade light to medium. I know it doesn't look like much, but it does show up on the skin. I really like it. And then for blush, I used Milani Rose d'Oro blush. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a deeper medium shade. It has like some gold and like pink reflex in it. It's really pretty. And then for highlighter, I used NARS Albatross, something like that. It's really pretty. So for my brows, I used Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Blonde. I used a ColourPop eyebrow pencil that I still don't know the name of, and then my Model in a Bottle eyebrow sealer. For lips, I have on Milani's lip liner in the shade 09 Spice. And then for my lip color, I busted this guy back out. This is the Marc Jacobs Slow Burn Liquid Lip. I can't even remember if this dries down matte. I don't think so, but I guess we'll find out. Then to set my face, I used MAC Fix Plus, and then I went on top of it with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. And then in my waterline, I just threw in a little bit of NYX Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil. For mascara, I used waterproof today, so I used my Maybelline Lash Sensational. And then after this is dry, I go in on top of it with the CoverGirl Peacock Flare, and also waterproof. I really like these two together. And this is what my skin looks like up close with all the makeup. So I'm pretty sure that I was done at 3:30, but I was listening to music, so I got carried away. But right now it says it's 3:50, so I'm just gonna do the call time at 3:30. So I will see you guys back here in about 4 hours, so it'll be like around 7 o'clock. Hey guys, so it's 7:50. So I've had this foundation on for a little over 4 hours, so I figured I would just pop on here real quick and show you what my skin is looking like. So it still looks pretty good, although I feel a little oily right here, and I feel a little oily like around my mouth, which is so weird because the description says that this foundation is matte. So I'm a little confused. Like, I'm almost oily to the point where I feel like I need to powder. So I don't know if I want to go back in with the MAC powder or if I want to go in with this, because I really like this. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth 120. It's like I just did a foundation first impression on a dewy foundation, right? Like a couple days ago. And I didn't even have to powder until 8 hours in. And this is supposed to be a matte foundation, and I'm powdering 4 hours in. Isn't that weird? Definitely feel oily around my nose. But other than that, I still really like it. I think it looks really nice on my skin. I like the shade. I like that it still feels like lightweight, but it's full coverage. So I still like all of that. And I feel like I haven't really heard anybody talk about this foundation. And I feel like the couple people that I did hear talk about it didn't like this foundation. And I can't remember why, but like I'm happy with it. Like I still really like it, and I think it's definitely a foundation that I will continue to grab. So yeah, I just wanted to pop on here real quick. I'll see you guys here in another 4 hours. So that means we'll be 8 hours in, and you guys know like once you start powdering, you almost have to like powder on the hour every hour. So this will be interesting. We'll see. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a little. Hey guys, so I'm back for the 8-hour check-in. It's 11:32. I was actually just looking at my skin in the bathroom, and it looks so good. I thought for sure once I powdered, I would definitely have to powder like immediately after, and I don't. I'm so happy with how this foundation looks. I just posted it on my Snapchat and Instagram. Like, look at this. That looks so good. Hey guys, so I'm back with my final check-in. It is 1:42 in the morning. Oh my gosh. I love this foundation. I have done a few foundation first impressions the last couple of days, and this by far has like been my favorite out of like the 3 that I've tried, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm obsessed. It looks so good. The last time I wore a foundation that lasted all day was my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and then I put the Coty Airspun Loose Powder on top of it. Seriously, match made in heaven. And like, this kind of reminds me of that, but it's not as matte. Like, this is more of like a satin matte in my opinion. So when it says that it's matte in the description, I'm like a little confused by that, but maybe because I did use the Prep and Prime like Radiance primer, maybe that had something to do with it. But I'm obsessed with this. Oh my gosh, like, it looks so good, and it's been on for a little over 10 hours. Like, what? So I'm like, this is probably gonna be my go-to foundation for the next like week or so until I can start getting in the pool, because we're gonna put up our pool tomorrow. But we have to take down our old one because we have an above ground one and it's like destroyed, so we had to buy a new one today. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow, and then we'll probably fill it the next day, and then we have to add the chemicals and stuff, so I won't be able to get into it for probably about a week. I'll probably wait. So I'm gonna use this like every single day, and then the second I get in the pool, I'm gonna have to get like a darker shade of this. But like, I love this. I highly, highly recommend it. The powder, I don't know. I wanted to love it, but this was what, $35 or something like that? And yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I might like this as like a bronzer. Like, if they had like a darker shade, I would like to check it out for like a bronzer. But I didn't think it did a very good job like setting my makeup at all. But I thought this Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Powder is what really made this foundation last. I think these two together, like, so good. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this foundation first impression of the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation. Let me know if you've tried this foundation in the comments below and what your skin type is, because I'm like super curious if you have oily skin and if this showed up matte on your skin. I have to know. Anyways, please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.